Hi everyone, welcome back to my craft room. If you're new to my craft room, then welcome. Today I am working on this little wreath form that I picked up. I've had a heck of a time with this thing trying to figure out what to do with it. I was going to put use some of the mesh on there, but then it did not even look like an egg shape by the time I was done with that. So I decided I don't want to do that, and then I did break one of these little things where they're like soldered together here, so I had to tape that back together, because they don't bend very well if you're trying to straighten them out. They kind of pop apart. But anyway, I decided I'm going to cover this egg form with this super soft microfiber cloth. I'm going to cut this in strips, and I'm not going to wrap it like I have with other ones. I'm going to do it a little bit differently for this one. And then I just have a whole bunch of different little things here. I'm not sure what I want to do yet. I do want to incorporate these bunny ears. Now these bunny ears were actually one of these little headbands that you can get at Dollar Tree, and all I did was take a nice heavy pair of scissors and just cut these off. There's like a hard plastic in there, but it wasn't very difficult to cut through. So I did cut them off, and then the end of these you're going to kind of have to, whoops, my glue gun's stuck, kind of glue them, the end back together. You can kind of just pull that piece up and over, and there you go. You have your perfect little bunny ear. So I want to incorporate these down here, I think on the bottom somewhere for this. I thought that would be cute. This is just going to be a fun, throw anything at it kind of little wreath, not just your typical, floral wreath that you would make. I thought it would be fun to do something different. I do have this Easter sign. This is actually one I had left over from last year. It's the metal words. I haven't seen them since the very beginning. I don't know if they were just left over from last year or if they're going to be coming out with these again. I hope they do, because I absolutely love these, and they have come out with all the other ones, so I'm hoping they come back out again. Things are slowly coming out. So I did paint this with some chalk paint. I just sponged it on there. I gave it 2 coats with a little, a sponge brush, because I don't like to see all the brush marks in it. So I just sponged it on here, let it dry, and then went over it again with this prominent pink chalk paint. Chalk paint seems to stick the best to the metal words, better than just regular acrylic. So that's why I like to use that. I think I'm going to put that on there. I'm not even sure. We're going to see as we get going here. And then I have these eggs. I figured I might incorporate a few of these. This is the egg garland you can get at Dollar Tree, and it has quite a lot of eggs on here. And it's just held together with a little bow. So if you pop that off, all these little eggs, you can take them off and use them for different things. And then I have some of these carrots here. And if you can't find these, they do have these like bottle brush carrots out too that are real pretty. But I want to use up these little guys that I had. These are my favorite ones that Dollar Tree has. And then I have some ribbon. I'm going to use some of this orange, I believe, on the top. This is like an orange burlap wired ribbon. And I think I also want to put in some of this pretty carrot ribbon that I got at Dollar Tree too. So we'll see. Like I said, I'm not sure yet. We're just kind of going to put this thing together. And then I said to myself, let's not use regular flowers this time. I found these really, really pretty flowers. I've never seen these before till this year. Other people told me they got them last year, but you guys know every Dollar Tree is different. So new to me this year. And these are just the coasters that you can get at Dollar Tree, and you get 4 pieces in each one. They're all the same color. You get 4 pinks, 4 purples, or 4 of the other color, this pretty blue-green. So I thought those would be fun to put on a wreath. So we're going to see as this thing goes here, how it goes. Now this little cloth here is 16 inches by 24 inches. So you're going to want to cut it 24-inch length, and I measured 4 inches, and then I just cut up and made 2 4-inch strips, which I already have cut out here. I just made some little dots to mark it and cut it out. It doesn't have to be perfect, just to cut out your strips. And then you're going to need a piece of jute string or something to put on the back of this for a hanger, because you're going to want to be able to hang this up when you're done. So like I like to do is just take a long piece, you can cut it off shorter later, and then just tuck that around the 2 center pieces here, and just loop that through like that. And then I'm just going to tie a knot in it up here. I'll probably adjust this to make it, much smaller, to hide back there a little bit better. But Or you can hook it on the bottom one if you want to, but I usually just put it on the center too. But you're going to want to do that first because you're not going to be able to do that after you get your pieces of fabric on here. So I am just going to take these pieces of fabric that I cut, and I'm going to start up here at the top, and I think it should make it all the way down to the bottom. So our decorations that we put on here will hide the seam. Now there's one side that always seems to be fuzzier than the other. And I just thought this would be cute. It's kind of like a little bunny fur wreath, if you want to call it that. But I'm going to start up here at the top, and I am just going to add a little bit of hot glue here, and just tuck these in, and these will glue onto itself really easy. And then the other side, you know, you tug it so it's nice and tight. And you can trim this off after if you think it's too much back there for you. But there we go. And that's it. I'm just going to keep going around, and these things stretch and bend really nice, which I love. And if you wanted to cut this piece off here where, you know, they have the edges sewn, you could do that too, and it does make it a little bit easier to work with. But that is it. That's all you got to do. And we're just going to glue them down. And you want to make sure you get it glued around these pieces here, these like little center pieces, and then that'll hold. Why is this one not wanting to glue down for me here? Come on now, I said how easy this is to glue down. Don't give me a hard time. But, and then we're just going to keep going around like that, and I thought this would look pretty. Just a nice white egg. Like I said, I put some of the mesh on it, and I just didn't like the way it looked. It kind of lost the whole egg shape, and I want it to look like an egg. So you just want to pull that nice and straight. But this is so simple to do. I'm just going to tuck that in. And this stuff glues onto itself good. It doesn't glue onto the metal well because you guys know that the hot glue doesn't stick very well. The metal will kind of pop off. So I'm just going to do half of this here. I'll go ahead and glue the other half on after. I just wanted to show you guys how I'm going to do this. Pull it around, tug it down. So simple. And if you wanted to make it a little bit wider, you could, because I wasn't sure how much of the cloth I was going to need when I first started this. So you could make it a little bit wider because there was plenty left over. So if you wanted to, like, you know, make it meet here in the back, you absolutely could do that. Alright, let's see, am I getting it nice and straight here? There we go. I just think that'll look really cute as an egg. And it's really simple. Super, super easy to do. All you're doing is just taking this and gluing it on. Alright, now when I get down here to the bottom, I'm actually going to cut this piece off. I think I'll go a little past the bottom just to make sure. Cover up my boo-boo here where I broke my frame. And then tuck this over. But I'm not going to cut it off yet. I'll wait until I get the other one coming around here. Make sure I have it right. But I think that's going to look so nice. And then you can glue anything onto this stuff. Anything will stick onto here great with hot glue. Any kind of decoration you want to do. And I'm going to put my pretty bow up here at the top. So that'll cover up where I'm adding these two together. So now I'm going to start over here on this side. I'm going to start back up at the top again. And let's see, I'm just going to overlap that a little bit. And now we can glue that together after we're done here. So just get this one started. Don't want to glue this. I want this to be able to have a little bit of movement because, you know, sometimes when you put your decorations on, you kind of got to slide your hanger around a little bit because to make it hang nice and straight. And I need some more glue sticks here. Alright. But that's it. I'm just going to keep gluing this side down. Up here on the top, you know, where this goes together, I'm just going to add a little bit underneath here. Just on this front side. Hope you guys, here we go. You guys can see, you know, where that seam is. I'm just going to glue that down so it lays nice and flat. And then we can tuck that in over here. There we go. And then we'll tuck that one in down here. And now this piece is still able to move a little bit if you need to adjust it for hanging. So I'm going to go ahead and go around this side. Actually, I'm going to cut this off now, and I'm just going to do the same thing down here that I did on the top. And, you know, just overlap it like that, and then we can come back and start figuring out what we're going to put on here for decorations. Alright, all the way around, I just want to show you guys how I ended this. There was this much left on here. I just trimmed this off when we got down to our other part that we started, and then I'm just going to fold this under, and that makes a nice little finished looking edge. And I'm just going to glue that down, like so. And then we'll tuck our other pieces over here on the other side. And that's it. And the back doesn't look too bad, but like I said, you could make these probably 4.5 inches, and then you would be able to meet them and have the whole back covered up nice if you want to do that. Alright, so I think that's good. Let's see. Whoops, I glued it to the table. That's not good. Alright. So there, that is what our egg looks like. And I like this because it still looks like an egg. Not like with all that heavy mesh on there. So there we go. Now for the top here I want to make a bow. And let's see, I don't know how big I'm going to make this yet, so let me just kind of figure this out here to start. Kind of want a bigger orange piece to start with. So I think that'll be good. So let's measure that. That is going to be 12. Hang on. About 17 inches I'm going to cut these two to start with. And then the other ones I'm going to cut a little bit smaller. It's going to go on top of this. I think that would be good. Let me see, let's get this one started here first. Now you guys know how, I'm going to get my little glass mat here. I love using this little mat. It's actually a glass cutting board from Dollar Tree, which works great for doing this. I just fold these in half, make a crease, put some glue down the center, and then glue our flaps over. And I should have my finger protectors out for this, because that's going to go through. There we go. At least have one here. Alright. So that's how I start my loops. Alright, so let's take our second one here, glue that down, finger protector back on, just put those right back to the middle, and there you go. And that's pretty much it for this piece. And then we are going to glue these two. I'm going to put both those sides together. Like, not quite a full X, but close. Just like this. Hang on, I just need to hold this over here a little further so I can see it. I think that's pretty good right there. And then you can kind of mash these up like a pretty bow. But first I want to add some of this carrot ribbon from Dollar Tree. And I'm not sure how big this actually came out, so I'm going to take a piece of this to see how big we want to cut this one to make my little special cheater bows. Alright, so I think maybe we'll bring that one down maybe that big. Let's see. I think that'll be good. Alright, so we need to cut that one right here, and then I'll let you know how long this one's going to be. So let me cut two of these real quick here, and then I'll measure it for you guys. So we did the first one at 17, or the first two at 17, and then the second two will be about 12. Well, this one's about 13.5 inches. But I mean, you can mess around with it and see whatever size you want it to be. Alright, so I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Just fold it in half here. Make a crease to find the center. And then just fold these over. A little glue there. A little glue here. And then we're going to do the other one just the same way. And you can add tails to this, whatever you want to. I'm not sure I'm going to do yet. Like I said, I'm going to kind of wait and see here how this all plays out. I'm going to need another glue stick. And then same thing with this one. I'm going to take the sides, both the crease sides, and just glue them together in that little X form. If you want, you can kind of crinkle this one up a little bit, and these will all straighten out. Once you get it all together here, it'll look really cute. So I'm just going to put that together like that, and there you go. Alright, so we're not done with this yet, so this is going to get bent up a little bit like so. And then we're going to attach it up here. I'm not sure. I think I want to put a carrot in here, so I may just tie this together with some floral wire here if I can find that real quick. Well, let me find that and I will be right back. Alright, it was exactly where it was supposed to be. I just didn't see it. So anyway, you get this at Dollar Tree too. You get a lot of it. This stuff lasts for a good long time. So I'm just going to take a piece of this floral wire and, you know, just kind of fold it over in the center there a little bit, kind of pinch it. And then I'm just going to wrap this around here and attach it this way for now. And then just give it a good twist. Because we're just going to hot glue all this stuff on here. Now this wreath you're not going to want to hang out in the weather, obviously. Unless you have like a covered porch, which, you know, I have a little, I don't have a huge porch, a small covered porch that I could hang this on where it wouldn't get wet. But anyway, that is our little bow so far. I want to add some things to the center of this. I want to put one of these carrots in here. I think will look adorable on this. So let's go ahead and just attach that up here to the top. Sure it goes right there with that hanger. And there we go. Right there. That looks about right. Let's hope it's right because I'm gluing her down. There we go. And I'm going to cover that wire so you're not going to see it. It's going to have little things on it here. I think I may put some eggs on there, and also you can use some of these little vase fillers too if you wanted to. These are really pretty. I just have all kinds of stuff out here to do this wreath with because I've been thinking on it for such a long time, and just I think I want this down here on the bottom, the Easter sign with the little bunny ears. Now these little guys I'm just going to attach here at the bottom. I need to stand up to make sure I'm going the right way here. I just thought these would be really cute down here. And then we're going to have the Happy Easter over it, and then use some of those flowers. This is just a fun little project. Just use your imagination. All kinds of cute things at Dollar Tree you can dress this up with. Glue all over me. I think that looks cute down there. And these things, you can bend them up a little. It's not really like a wire inside there, though. It's more just like a big plastic piece. And I think I want this Easter sign right down here by the ears. And maybe, I don't think that'll look quite right. I'm not sure yet, but I'm thinking I want to add some of these pretty little flowers to this wreath, and I think this just will be just the sweetest little thing. Just something different, unexpected, not like, you know, just regular flowers, or I'm just tossing these on here for now to see what I want to do. But these are really pretty. And I thought that would just be the cutest thing to throw some of these on here. Wasn't sure what I was going to do with these when I bought them, but I mean, there's a ton of things you could do with these. Let's see, I like that one in the middle just because it's different. I think that looks pretty. I like it. Alright. I may have to adjust these little ears a little bit, but I'm going to wait till I'm done here before I do anything else to those ears. But I think I am going to attach these, try to get them even here. I just think these are fun. Just something a little more fun. But if you want to use regular flowers on here, you can do that as well. And I'm just trying to keep this so it keeps its egg shape. Now these are just like a felt. They're called coasters, but they're just like a big thick felt flower. They're really nice. I don't know, people said they got them last year. I never, well, like I said, you know, they're all so different as far as what they carry at some of the Dollar Trees. Alright, let me just hold this up here. I think these need to come down just a little more before they cool off here on me. Kind of want one to stick in a little bit more, and then the others on the outside a little bit more. There, I think that's more even than it was. And you could just add so much stuff to these. You could put some, maybe I could add some of these little, let's see what these look like in the center of these flowers. That might be a cute idea. If we added some of these, no, not that color I don't think. But we have the purple, you could put on the purple ones. Pink. Don't have any of that green color, but we could probably do maybe the blue. Yeah, that would look fine. I think that one's too big, that's what the problem is. Alright, let me find a smaller ones. Yeah, I think that's a really cute idea. I'm going to do that. Is this one of the really big ones? Yes. There's 3 different sizes in here, so I think I'm going to use like the middle size of these little base fillers here from Dollar Tree. Do I have another one that size? Well, that one may have to stay big. I don't see another one. Oh, there's one. Got it. There we go. And these two. Alright, so we're going to switch those over to the smaller ones. I think that looks cuter. And then there we go. Oh, yes, I like that. Alright, so that's what we're going to use those vase fillers for. Like I said, I'm just trying to use up what I have here and just make something different and unique. But I want to get the carrots incorporated in here too, because that was the whole purpose of me using that carrot and orange at the top. There we go. Oh, I like that. I don't know if I have another color of these flowers. I think these may have been the only 3 colors I got. But I was thinking maybe if I put one more, of course I don't see one more of that color. No, I don't think I have one more of that color left, do I? Ah, there goes all my little foam balls. I think that would look cute underneath that one here. But I want to get this Easter sign down here on the bottom, kind of like on the ears, And then maybe the carrot can go right underneath the Easter sign here. That might be pretty cool. Alright, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to try and just hot glue this on. Usually you're going to have to add a little E6000 or something to these, because sometimes these don't want to stick very well to the metal. So we'll see how that works. And if it doesn't stick for you, then go ahead and put some E6000 back there just to make sure it doesn't fall off. And then I'm just going to add this carrot down here. And I think that is all I'm going to do down here on the bottom of this. And you could paint your Easter sign whatever color you want. It's kind of getting lost in there. And I don't know, I really wanted to incorporate some of these eggs in here too. So let's see. So I'm going to cut this one because I just made a knot. But these are just strung like on a little jute string. So you can just pull all these eggs off and use them for whatever you want to. And maybe I should tip that up a little bit. We could put an egg down here. Oh, I think that's a good idea. Let's do that. Like I said, I didn't know how this was going to go until I got it together. Put an egg here, and I think I'll put an egg over here on the other side. Let's see, maybe a blue egg. That one facing the other direction. Alright, now I know I want a carrot in the center of this on the top here to go with my carrot ribbon. So I know I want one of those there, and then maybe I'll use some of that base filler. I don't know. I do want a carrot on my carrot ribbon. And then, I don't know if this is going to look good with the eggs. I don't know yet. We're going to have to see. I'm going to have to actually hang this up, I think, and look to see what else I want to put. Or I just may leave that be just the way it is, because it has a lot going on down here at the bottom. But I just thought this thing would be so much fun. I love it. I really think I should have made this one a different color, though, the Easter sign, which I may be able to get it off of here and change that up. I'm not sure. That may have looked better in like that pretty teal color or something, because it's kind of getting lost in there. So I may change that up for a different color, but so far I'm really loving this thing. I don't know if I want to put any more eggs up there. These are kind of still a little bit big. Let me see if I have some more of those little styrofoam eggs. It might be a little bit smaller. Alright, well I pulled out the styrofoam eggs. They're pretty much the same size as the other ones, so I don't think I'm going to put any up there. But I did decide I wanted to put some more of this vase filler on here just to brighten up the top of this a little bit. So I've just put 3 over there. I'm going to hook 3 of these little guys over here just to give it a little pop. And just more fun. This one is just fun. Now what I did with my Easter sign, so I don't have to try to take it off and repaint it, is I just took a Sharpie and I just went around and made little stitch marks on the letters just to pull them out a little bit more. Or I could have, used the blue ears too. I think would have been a big difference. But we're just going to leave this be as it is, as my fun little Easter egg wreath. And then all I have to do now is just to puff up my ribbons here and make them look all nice and pretty. And then I will hang this thing up on the wall, guys, and show you what it looks like hanging up. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this fun little project. Like I said, just use your imagination and just do up this egg. So I will see you guys all next time. Have a great day, everybody.